Welcome to Pins and Things! Today we're going to be making this beautiful chocolate flower bouquet. So I want to have more of an intimate meeting with you guys tonight. Meeting. All of my kids have gone to bed. I am just ready to make a craft. Like, if I wasn't explaining to you guys what I'm doing, I would be turning on some music or turning on a movie maybe that I've seen before so I don't have to pay super close attention and just have a good time, because this is kind of time consuming, but it's going to be so worth it, and it's fun in the process. So let's get started. I've got pink party streamers, and it's just a small roll. It's a light pink color that I really love. I've cut those into like 7-inch strips, not super long. I got some skewers at a craft store. They're already green, so they work perfectly. And then these are little tin foil that are gold, and you can get those in a cake decorating aisle. However, I will have a link in the description below where you can buy all of this stuff on Amazon. So that will be much easier than having to go to a bunch of different stores like I did and have to find what you need. So I also have these little round chocolates, Lindor, just the round chocolates. I'm actually unwrapping them because I think that it makes it more smooth. Sticking them here. I want one side at least to be super smooth, like the top. So that's why I'm unwrapping it, so that it can all go down to this one spot at the bottom. Grab another little wrapper and stick this one with the smooth side into the middle because I want it to stay really smooth. And then I'm just picking up each of the 4 corners here and not quite shutting it, almost making like a wonton looking thingy. Now I'm going to grab my skewer and I'm going to hot glue the end of it. This is why I'm doing the double wrapping of the foil, so that I can stick this hot glue right into the point that's already got foil on it. I want the skewer to stay in place with the gold ball on top so perfectly. So now I'm going to smooth it out. And it's holding on really good. Perfect! That's what we want. A tiny balloon. So the next thing that I've done is I've cut out these strips of the party streamer, and I'm actually going to fold that in half. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut the corner on top to be rounded because I want it to look more like a flower petal. And I'm actually going to smooth it all the way to the end in the middle, just like that. Perfect. So now when you unfold it, they're rounded on both sides. And they match. Now that I've done that, I'm going to start gathering at the bottom flat, completely flat part, not the rounded top. I'm going to start gathering it, just kind of folding it, making it look like it's gathered. And you can experiment because honestly, as long as it looks semi like a flower together in the bouquet, it's going to look beautiful. That's what I've done, kind of gathered it at the bottom, not at the top. And now I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue at the stem at the bottom of the round part. Now I'm going to take my flower, and where I've gathered it, I'm going to stick the gathered part onto the hot glue. And what this is doing is the first petal that we're putting on, we're making it look like the petals are hugging the chocolate. Like, I don't want to let you go, I'm in love with you. So now I'm just gluing that down, the first petal, and it's not going to cover the entire thing, and that's what I want. Because if you look at a real flower, it's going to taper down before it gets to the middle, and you're going to see more of like the inside of like the bulb. And I even folded it a little bit here, and if you want, you can like pull out the top a little bit and make it so that it looks, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Just like the shape of a flower, you know, around the bulb of the flower popping out. So let's do a whole bunch more like that. It needs at least 5 of these petals going around. It's good if you stagger the petals like bricks. So here's another petal, super easy to make, and just gluing it as I go. I have a low heat hot glue gun, which is super helpful when doing projects like this because you don't get burned as easily. And when you're touching things and trying to make it go in the right place with your fingers, that's a good idea to have this. So I would definitely use a low heat glue gun. I will have a link in the description below where you can buy that on Amazon also. And I love the look of pulling it out at the end, kind of stretching it at the end, because it's kind of gathered already. These streamers, they're like a little bit, like you could stretch them out a little bit. When you stretch them out at the top, it looks even more like a flower, so that's perfect. Woohoo! It's looking so good! Flowers make me happy, especially chocolate flowers. My mom's gonna love it. Where the petals meet, I'm wanting to put the middle of the next petal. Ooh, that's looking really good. I love it. So at this point, I've only got 3 petals on and it's looking so beautiful. I think I could totally just leave it like this, so I'm going to. So now that I've got just those 3 petals on, I have a little bit of green party streamer that I've cut off. This is like 5 inches or so. What I'm gonna do is fold it in half, and then I'm gonna fold that in half and that in half. And just like in elementary school when you use stuff to make patterns, you cut it or whatever. I'm just gonna cut it into the shape of a pointy leaf. And look at that, we've got some leaves we can stick around the bottom of the flower. Okay, let's do it. It only needs like 3 or 4 of them to make it look really good. I've got 3 on there right now and I think it needs 1 more, so I've just ripped off 1 leaf and stuck it on here. I'm just using a little bit of hot glue and finishing it off. And look how beautiful. I love it. So now I have a little bit of floral tape, and just to finish it off and make it look like it has a really good finished look, I'm going to wrap around the stem. Ta-da! Now I've got to make 5 billion more, so let's turn on a chick flick. So to finish it all off, I just finished all of these. I actually ended up not putting the little leaves on a lot of them just because it took so much time. But it turned out so beautifully. I ended up putting it in this with some of these glass beads and some ribbon and tied it all together with some leaves underneath, just on top. We just arranged it, made it, you know, come up in some areas and down in others just so that it would look really good. Mess with it or play with it until it's like what you want it to be. And I think that it turned out beautifully, don't you? Chocolate. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. You can find everything that you need for this craft on Amazon. The links are in the description below. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also follow my family over here and watch another Mother's Day video over here. We have new videos, costumes, crafts, and recipes every Tuesday and Saturday, so subscribe. We will see you guys next time. I almost said pause the game. Pause the game!